All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys some of the questions I've gotten in comment sections of how I do the back off adjustment, how I move around clicking players on defense. And I'm going to show you guys the inside, outside shading of zones, as well as the up and down, because people ask me, how do you get cloud flats when I'm running the Madden defense? Before we get started, drop a like on today's video. Become members. Full scheme breakdowns are in the members area. Another one is about to drop. We have Dollar, which is the championship defense. You see the defense go off in my gameplays versus top 100 MUT players. We're about 30 Super Bowls in already in Ultimate Team. Kind of getting bored with it already. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I feel like I'm just repeating the same cycle over and over in Ultimate Team, man. So I don't know. Probably continue Ultimate Team probably to the end of the year, but next year, probably the beginning, I'll probably just go right back to regs and just grind it out. But we also have the Wild Trio week. We have Skimbo's offense, his defense. We have the 3-3 Cub and Dollar. What else? Y-Off Trips Pats, which is amazing, man. You guys know. People that know the Y-Off Trips Pats or U-Trips, whatever, they know just how good that offense is, man. So let's talk about today's video. First thing I'm going to show you guys is the back off defense. So when I come out in Dollar, I come out and cover 2-man blitz. Let's just say we are in regs, right? And your opponent's coming out in, let's say, who do we have here? We have Bunch White Flex, right? He's in Bunch White Flex. We want to streak like Speed Dig Out. We want to streak with Tyreek Hill. Speed Dig Out seems to be the one. Okay, so let's say we press. Oh, wait, we don't have Tyreek Hill on that side. Why did it show that he was on that side? Did I read that wrong? My apologies if you did. But what we want to do, we'll just go to a trips formation. We'll go cover 2-man blitz. Let's go to, we got to make sure that Tyreek Hill's on the outside, bro. Bear with me through these difficult times. Trey open, perfect, right here. This is the one right here. We'll do shock option. Okay, so you'll have Tyreek Hill on the outside. Let's just assume I put this guy on a spy because I'm trying to slow down the run game. I press, right? What's gonna happen to you is your opponent that knows, I mean, he's got 2 good wide receivers. So you really have to be careful on how you play against the Dolphins and regs, because you'll see Tyreek Hill will just cook this guy if I use default shading and just run cover 2-man, because you see how they are lined up against Tyreek Hill. Let's see if he throws it. I'm actually interested to see if he throws this. He does. You'll see the space that Tyreek Hill gets right there, okay? So instant replay will show you right off the bat the problem you'll be facing if you do not know these defensive adjustments, and it's gonna happen to you a lot because it's the kind of things that I look for. But you'll notice that with this right here, it's underneath coverage. Since it's cover 2-man, you didn't make the over the top adjustment. Now, let's assume we do make the over the top. We press shade over the top, wire triangle right stick over the top. That will tell our cornerbacks to play over the top. But let's just see, and we'll go ahead and put this guy on a spy so there's nobody in the backfield. So that's a 1v1 with over the top coverage, which necessarily doesn't always work. So let's snap the ball, let him snap the ball, and he's still gone. You see what I'm saying? That's with over the top coverage. So this is the adjustment that I make on the good wide receivers that I see in a game, or if I see that they look like they're gonna 1v1 the guy. What I'll do is, if I'm not gonna use him, let's just say I'm putting this guy in a which I'll show you guys in a little bit, the curl flat, right? What I can do is individually back off Tyreek Hill. So I'll press wire triangle. Remember, just follow these steps and do them over in repetition. Wire triangle, and then you'll see a box pop up. It'll say individual. You want to press that. Click X, which is Tyreek Hill, right? Or whatever it is on Places Square. And then right stick up for back off. And you'll notice the guy backs off. So what does this mean now? Now we can go ahead and shade inside. We can keep the D path on this side, right? And all we have to do, we can actually, since you see how this running back is misaligned, we can go ahead and just man this guy up, put ourselves on a blitz here, and then we can man this guy up. So we're backed off coverage. We have a cloud just in case it's a post or a slant coming over. I would go cloud flat or cloud flat if it's a slant, and curl flat if you think it's a post. That's pretty much where you're at with this one. And then we let him snap the ball. See what he's got open here, and we just pay attention. He's got Tyreek Hill still on that streak, so he's a cheat code. So what does this mean? What does this mean for us? Well, if he's going to be running streaks, and he did it to us one time, we could go ahead and shade over the top or shade underneath, keep the deep path and put the deep path over here, okay? And then we can go ahead and just utilize this guy on a cloud flat, okay? Man up this guy, and this is how I'll be doing it in games, right? It's a deep path. Now we have help over the top with Tyreek Hill. We can shade over the top just for extra support. If not, you can shade underneath, but I'm shading over the top. Let's see what we're working with here. And now you'll notice that with this coverage, We'll go to instant replay because remember, you have to know that when you're facing Tyreek Hill, you can't just put a blue out there. These guys that play regs and the Dolphins will abuse you if you don't double cover. This is shading over the top. He's still cooking our corner, but we have our deep half there to make a play. Now they will still cook you with they'll still cook you with cover 4 quarters, so be careful. Move your deep half over to his side. Don't be afraid. You can even shade underneath to press him off a little bit. We can QB contain. We can go ahead and like this, and we can shade underneath to try to press him and jam him up a little bit. Shade inside, and then pass commit if we know it's a pass. So how do you pass commit? RB R1 for pass commit, and right stick up. I'm sorry. So RB R1, right stick up for pass commit. I never run run commit unless I just know I need to. I have no other choice. So here again, we jam him up a little bit. He doesn't get the space he needs. I was there for the user. I was watching Tyreek Hill. My bad. But you obviously use the user in the middle of the field. But let's just see what happened on the Tyreek Hill side with these adjustments that we're using. So we keep the deep half for the over the top. We jam him up right here, and then he can't break free, and it's just chaos. They try to throw that. We're gonna go ahead and get the pick. So remember, the cover 2 man probably leaving the deep half every single time on the Tyreek Hill side. Now, if he's running something else and it's a post, you're gonna have to manually change this guy by pressing A or X inside third if he's coming on a deep post. But since it looks like it's a straight deep half. Okay, so brings me to my next tip right here. You see how I'm able to click where I want, right? I can go backs. I can come down to the line, back and forth down to the line, right? Wherever I want to go. And the way I do that is I use the left stick to go at the certain direction that I want to go. So if I want to go to the deep half on the left side, I'll hold the left stick up at about what, 11 and press B, right? He'll go up. If I want to come back down to the DTs, I press down and then B, or what is it, circle on PlayStation. If I want to go to the right, I hold the right stick to the right. If I want to go back to the back, hold the left stick toward him, and I'm at back here. If I want to go to the right corner, I hold right on the stick, and I'm on the right guy. Then come back with the left stick, and back to the top, like this. Alternatively, you still have your quick adjustments. So when you see me make these adjustments, and the only reason I do it this way is this year in Madden, the adjustments are so laggy, I have no choice. I can't do this, right? I can't do this. I can't do this. So what is that right there, right? Those are your quick adjustments, right? You can attack your secondary by pressing wire triangle really quick. It brings up all of them, and you can select one by one if you want, right? You got your linebackers, which is right on the D-pad twice. You have XA, which is your linebackers, and then the defensive line, left on the D-pad twice. So right on the D-pad's linebackers, left on the D-pad is the defensive line. However, I do not use this feature a lot this year because for some odd reason, they just don't care about fixing the adjustments in the lag, which is called input lag, right? It's got terrible input lag. So that's just something that happens in this game. Okay, now for the next part. If you're not facing a Tyreek Hill who's gonna be dominant as far as the streaks go, right? People ask me, how do I get cloud flats from this formation? So like I'll put 2 deep zones and you'll see them starting curl flats, right? Because you'll see that the adjustment says curl flat left stick to the right. What I do is once I get curl flats up there, I shade down then up. So wire triangle, right stick down for underneath, right? And then wire triangle, right stick down, right stick up for over the top. So you'll go from hard flats to cloud flat, hard flats to cloud flats, that easy. But like I said, you got Tyreek Hill, gotta be careful, man, because you will get cooked over the top. You'll have to compensate for him in every game. This is why a lot of the people when they're facing the Dolphins have no choice but to run zone defense. And the zone defense that I would recommend you run is either the DB Fire or the Crossfire 3. Okay, now this is a press, so you gotta be careful because you will still get cooked in press. So even if you're facing the Tyreek Hill, let's say it's shock option, you'll see that we're in a press. If the quarterback is smart, he'll know to throw it to Tyreek Hill anyway. Again, the Tyreek Hill in regs is not the same that it is in Ultimate Team. We're kind of there anyway, but you'll see that it's not the same Tyreek Hill. This is a monster Tyreek Hill compared to the Ultimate Team variant. The Ultimate Team variant, you can stay pressed and then set up your defense, okay? However, you can still manually back off of him, right? You can go ahead and put yourself in a deep half, in a zone, a deeper zone to where he'll play it better. Then you can man up the RB route like this. And leave the court seam flats. If they beat you, you want to just watch the middle of the field. And that's typically what you do with the crossfires. Watch middle of the field, boom. He tries to go over the top, but you'll see that we had the zone there. We'll go that in instant replay because those adjustments, they're probably your best bet. So let's see what happens on this play. He trails him because we put him on another blue. And we got the pick on Tyreek Hill over the top. So back off, change the blue. Which is actually, it's not even that I changed it. I just put him on an outside third again. Here's the problem with Madden is in stock coverages, they don't react the same as if you put the damn zone yourself. Meaning, if I back off of him and he's chosen, I mean, he may not do it in this play, but assuming that he wants to throw it to Tyreek Hill, if I just back off and use a stock outside third, he may get over the top of him. But he didn't right there. But Crossfire 3 and Dollar is just phenomenal. The damn defense is phenomenal. However, in some instances, you're going to have to put him on that third, and then you're going to have to back up off him. So it doesn't take long once you get the idea and get the hang of it. Okay, and then if you want to change your seam flats to cloud flats, wire triangle right stick down for underneath, wire triangle right stick down for over the top. Which brings us to the next part. The next part is the inside shading of zone. So you'll see my cloud flat out there. I can shade inside. So I'm going to click right stick to the left. Okay, and let them snap the ball. I'm sure he's gonna throw it to Tyreek Hill, but maybe not. I'll go ahead and cover this guy, or he has his RB route. Okay, we'll come back and look at the cloud because remember I shaded outside, and let's see how he played that cloud flat with the shading outside of the zone. Remember that in the zone when you shade, and I'll show you guys, he'll jump a little bit further outside with his cloud. You see how he's playing a little bit further outside? Okay, you see that? Okay. Now, if we come over here, you'll see the circle. Say I shade down, shade up. You'll see the circle and look inside that circle, and that's where he'll tend to play depending on how you shade. So we'll go ahead and press wire triangle, shade the inside, or did I do inside? I might have done it inside, and he still reacted the same way. Let's just see. Let him snap the ball. And that's because I didn't back off Tyreek Hill. That's why you have to back off Tyreek Hill. But let's see where he went with the zone this time with the shade inside. I mean, kind of the same way. Cloud flats probably works better on yellows, man. So like your 3 red cook would probably be better off shading inside outside for him. But a lot of the zones, remember, Dollar's a different animal. All right, it's a different beast. They have the tendency to jump routes, you know. But let's see what the inside shading in the 3 red cook does. Unless it's just broken this. Yeah, he comes inside. Yeah, he comes inside. That's what we want. Now let's do outside. Well, let's actually look at it and then we'll go outside. It could just be broken this year because I haven't really tested it this year in Madden, and a lot of the stuff is broken, even match coverage adjustment. But let's just see. So 3 red cook jumps down here with the inside shading. Let's see if he's this close again. I'll run the same adjustments. I hit instant replay again. Okay, we'll go ahead and go back off Tyreek Hill, man up RB. We'll shade outside this time. Okay, so shade outside, man up Tyreek, man up RB. So now it's like, let's see what the 3 red cook does. He plays closer to me. A little bit further outside, I guess. A little bit better shading, if I do say so myself. So remember that the Crossfire 3 is going to be one of your best defenses. Like I said, the breakdown's on the channel for you guys, but I just want to see, maybe the zones need to be patched, these inside-outside shading adjustments. Yeah, I think it needs to be. It's not working this year. Insane that it's not working this year. That's probably why defense sucks so bad. But like I said, I still use it because it's just muscle memory. But that's what I wanted to show you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys drop a like if you don't mind, become members, all that good stuff. And I hope this stuff that I've showed you guys actually helps in getting you better, man. So just keep grinding, keep practicing, stay tuned to the channel, and I got you. Peace.